What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rams Project. Today we're going to get in the topic of depression. How do I combat depression? And man, I'm not trying to come as like the big guru or know everything. All right, don't trust anybody who's like that. I'm just coming up with my little sector of how I've been able to accomplish of combating it and overcoming it. All right. I don't have all the answers. This is just what worked for me, and hopefully this might work for you. This might be able to pull you out of your little areas, all right? So let's get into depression. Let's get to the definition first, all right? Depression is the feelings of severe despondency and dejection, typically also with feelings of inadequacy and guilt, often accompanied by lack of energy and disturbance of appetite and sleep. So let's crack that shell first and get to the bottom of that. Is that you have dejection. So you already thinking less of yourself, or you feel like the world doesn't like you, or that people don't like you, or something doesn't like you. So you have that. Your feelings of inadequacy and guilt. Why do you feel guilt? What do you feel inadequate at? We got to get to that too. And then how all those mental things, little mental games, come out and show physically, right? And we've got to be able to know the signs of the physical stuff to be able to combat some of the things that come at us, to be able to have more control over it. Good to go? All right, so I'm going to give you some of the ways that I've been able to combat myself through spouts of depression that have come at me, and I've had some tragic things in my life. I've had some hard things come at me. Things that I wish that would have passed me, but they didn't. And so as I endured through them, I'm glad that they came, because it made me able to, it made me stronger, tougher, and able to overcome other things. All right. So that goes to number one, or not number one, but one of the ways is accolades. You've got to have a tool belt of accolades that you've done something, to be able to say that, look, I can handle this. I can get out of this. I'm better than this, right? So for me, not toot my own horn, but little pats on my back that helped me get through this, is knowing that even in high school, I chose to do hard things, i.e. sports. Some of the sports I chose were harder than the others. I'm a tall guy. I probably should have played basketball, probably would have been able to make some type of career at basketball. But I didn't play basketball. I wrestled instead, because it was harder, it was tougher, and it had a different disposition than the basketball team had. I went to the Marine Corps because it was hard. I knew it was going to be hard. I thought it was the hardest thing I could do at the time. So what did I do? I joined the Marine Corps. In the Marine Corps, I tried to do hard things through there. I meritoriously got corporal and sergeant. I went to different schools that other people wouldn't go to, and I tried to go to things that they wouldn't even offer me, and they told me no. And sometimes I tried to sneak into those things, and you get caught. They say, nah, you go back to your unit. But even when I was overseas in Iraq, I volunteered to be a part of a frontline crew. So I would actually go through hard things. And that's just, I knew that I needed to do hard things to be able to get somewhere. So, and if hard things ever came in life, for decision-wise, I knew I could stand on my own. And those things did come later on in life, that I had to be able to stand on my own and make the decisions and be strong enough to stand on my decision, no matter what was coming at me, no matter what other people thought about me, right? That will keep you out of those depressions. So with that, be able to have accolades, you've got to make accolades. You've got to do things that will give you those little tidbits to equip you to be able to say, look how great I am, or look at the things I've done, I can get through it. Not that you're so great. All right, let's get past that. So with those, you have to do hard things. To be able to get those accolades, you have to go through struggle. You have to go through something hard. You have to go through something intense. You have to have something tough, right? That's going to make you show grit, guts, balls, all the stuff that you're going to have to do, intestinal fortitude to get through it. So, one, Find hard things to do and sign up for them. Do them. All right? Don't ever stop. It doesn't stop when you get older. I used to think that too. It doesn't stop. Keep doing hard things because those accolades run out. You have to keep filling them. You have to keep putting arrows in your quiver so you can keep drawing them and using them, right, against the enemy that's attacking you. So with those, like, I'm trying to go run a 20 or 100 miler. I don't know. I probably won't do it this year because I have too much on my plate. But I do long rucks. I'm going to do a couple overnighters for myself, where I'm out by myself and just going through the suck. Other things, I started my own business because, it's hard to work for somebody for me anyways. So I did that. When I was working for a corporation, I did hard things through those corporations, some of the hardest things that they had that they could give me. So always doing hard things to get those accolades and those things to be able to pull out and say, look, I can get through this because I've done this. The struggles in your life make you to be able to overcome other struggles in life. All right. So the other one is going to be really quick and short because I don't want everybody to think that this is something important, but you have to be able to tell yourself you're awesome. Nobody else will. And don't be conceited about it. Don't be arrogant about it. It's quick, simple thing. You tell yourself you're awesome. You know you are because of your accolades. It's not arrogance of saying I'm better than anybody. You're not. Nobody's better than the other person. And I can't stand when people feel that way or think that way. All right. So move on. Get that crap out of your head. Be humble and know that you're not better than anybody. But you're awesome. You can handle a lot of things. And you were created by something that really cares about you. All right. And that gets into the last thing. Why am I able to overcome it? The number one reason is because of what Christ did on the cross, the victory that he had, right? Because he was able to be victorious over sin. That's normally where depression comes, is from our sins, right? Or the sin of another person trying to be impelled on you, right? So with that, Christ is probably the number one reason why I am able to overcome it. He gave me a new heart, a new mind, a new everything. And he gave me also his word, 2 Timothy 1:7. For God did not give us a spirit of fear. No fear here. But he gave us one of power, strength, and the last one, sound mind. That's the number one thing out of all of depression, is having a sound mind. Right? So I go to the Father and I'm humbly going to him, but boldly. And he's able to help me endure and get through those things. And I'm able to know that I am a child of one true King, of the true King. All right. So take that with you. Put those arrows in your quiver so you're able to overcome your depressions. Man, I'm praying for you. I hope that these help and you're able to use these weapons to go against the enemy that's attacking you all the time. All right, guys. So take that, live accordingly, and do it right. All right. That's all I got for my period of instruction. I'm Oscar Mike.